Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to NoDQ&A video right here on NoDQ.com, as well as the YouTube channel and NoDQ&A videos affiliate, RingsideNews.com. We are just 1 week away now from WWE Survivor Series, as well as my birthday. So if you would like to send me a birthday present, the best thing you could do is share this video. Share this video with a friend, anybody you know who watches wrestling. Have them check out NoDQ&A video. That is the best birthday present that I could get. Thank you guys for your support, checking out the videos, spreading the word. With that being said, let's get down to your questions here. First one today comes from Yusuf. It seems that Undertaker and Kane will face two members of the Wyatt family. What are your thoughts? Should they have done a 4 versus 4? Since it is Survivor Series, I would have preferred WWE to make a traditional Survivor Series match 4-on-4. I would have preferred Undertaker and Kane against all 4 members of the Wyatt family. It just doesn't make sense for Bray Wyatt to say, okay, we're going to have 2 of the Wyatt family members against Undertaker and Kane, because what's stopping the other 2 guys from interfering? It makes no sense. It might as well be the entire Wyatt family against Team Undertaker, whether it's Undertaker and Kane or Undertaker and Kane with 2 partners. Just doesn't make sense to me for a heel like Bray Wyatt to say, okay, we're going to have a fair fight, 2 versus 2. I mean, it's silly. I don't like it at all. And I got this question here from Greg Rosbach. Hey Aaron, if the Wyatts actually put over Kane and Undertaker, will that officially kill Bray Wyatt's potential in WWE? Maybe that's why WWE is doing this match with 2 versus 2 instead of doing Undertaker and Kane versus the entire Wyatt family. Maybe it will be Harper and Rowan against Undertaker and Kane, but that to me would feel anticlimactic. I mean, if you're going to do this match, it's Bray Wyatt who's the main character. He should be directly involved in the match. But regarding your question, will this hurt Bray Wyatt? If Bray Wyatt's in the match and he loses, yes, it will hurt him, but I feel whatever damage has been done to Bray Wyatt's character, it's been done already. I thought it was probably done when Bray Wyatt was feuding with John Cena. At some point, I think Bray Wyatt will go babyface. Now's not the time because WWE is short on heels, but one of these days Bray Wyatt will go babyface, and I think that'll give him a fresh start as a character. For now, I think he's really done as much as he can possibly do as a heel, and he's gone as far as he's going to go as a heel. It is what it is. Undertaker, at the end of the day, is the top draw for Survivor Series, and it's all about Undertaker. He has to look good. Don't see the Wyatt family winning this one. Alright, this one comes from Sean Tate. Also, do you think that WWE still has interest in AJ Styles and bringing back Rey Mysterio as well? Please answer in video. With AJ Styles possibly being available in 2016, time will tell if WWE has any real interest in him. When AJ left TNA at the start of 2014, WWE did not show a lot of interest in him. Now it could be a different story. The fact that Samoa Joe has come into NXT, James Storm has come into NXT. For AJ Styles, from his perspective, it's definitely a little bit more appealing to come into WWE now because other guys are having success with the NXT brand, and there's always that possibility of AJ Styles going through NXT and then finally getting a run on the main roster. And some out there feel that AJ should just go straight to the main roster. I think it would be fine with him going into NXT for a while and facing some of those guys and just getting used to the WWE style, and then he goes on to the main roster. I think if the money's right, AJ should definitely consider it because he's not getting any younger, and I think that now seems to be the time. You could put AJ in there with Finn Balor and Samoa Joe and the other guys in NXT, and then put them on the main roster and see where things go. You know, at some point you have to go with it when the timing's right, and it feels like the timing may be right for AJ Styles, considering the fact that guys like Joe and Finn Balor and James Storm and a lot of people have been doing very well, and NXT continues to grow as part of the WWE's third brand. it should be the right time, I think, for AJ to come into WWE if that's something that he truly wants to do. And it's a matter of the company also really wanting to commit to him and making the right offer for him. Alright, this one comes from Liam Roach. Hey Aaron, what IC Championship match would you prefer at WrestleMania 32? Kevin Owens versus Daniel Bryan or Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn? I think that both matches would be great, but I would go with Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn because of their NXT storyline. You already have a built-in storyline for that match. Makes sense for Sami Zayn to come back from injury and go right after Kevin Owens, the guy that helped put him in that kind of condition to where he had to take the time off. And, you know, it was Kevin Owens that they could say he put Sami Zayn out of action. They have that history together. That makes sense to me as a WrestleMania match because of their past history. But, you know, Bryan versus Kevin Owens would be tremendous as well. Alright, this one comes from Tristan Quick. With Raw viewing at record low and WWE about to piss off their most loyal viewers by putting the title on Reigns, is Raw in jeopardy? No. WWE will continue to thrive as a business because, as I talked about in the video where I discussed the declining ratings for Raw, at the end of the day, WWE has so many other revenue sources, and even if Raw takes a hit, WWE is still a profitable company. I wish WWE would focus more on the artistic aspect of what they do, but they look at it as a business. Business comes first, art comes second, unfortunately. As long as WWE is making money, they're going to keep doing what works for them. As much as I don't like it and as much as other people don't like it, WWE operates as a business. I am just hopeful that from an artistic and creative standpoint, we'll see things get shaken up in WWE, and the Raw shows will be more entertaining, and we'll see the ratings go up over time. But that is not the top of their priority list. The Raw ratings were important years ago, but they're not quite as important as they used to be. And as long as USA Network's happy with the third hour, we're going to keep seeing 3-hour Raws, whether we like it or not, unfortunately. Alright, this one comes from Big Ryan. Hey Aaron, since Roman Reigns refused Triple H's offer, is this a clear indication that there will be a heel turn or screw job at Survivor Series? In the past, if something like this happened, I would say there's a good chance of there being a swerve. But in today's WWE, I would say it's unlikely. I'm pretty certain that WWE wants Roman Reigns to be the next John Cena, the next face of the company, the next top babyface champion. And I would be shocked if they deviated from that plan, if they decided to go with a Roman Reigns heel run. That would really shock me. I think people would like that, and it would get people talking. Not quite as much as if John Cena did it, but still I think a Roman Reigns heel turn would generate some buzz for WWE. But at the end of the day, like I said in the previous question, it's a business, and as far as WWE is concerned, they need a new top babyface to be the face of the company, and they feel Roman Reigns is the closest thing to the next John Cena, so that's what they're going to go with. They're going to remain stubborn and hope that Roman Reigns will be successful as the next in line to John Cena's throne. Alright, this next one comes from John Neville. Hey Aaron, how bad do you think the ratings will have to drop in order for WWE to finally change things up? Going back to the previous question, I doubt WWE will make any real changes because the ratings aren't as important as they used to be. Now, with that being said, when football ends, if the ratings don't go back up to normal levels, and I guess normal at this point would be 3.5 million viewers, if the ratings continue to plunge and if WWE starts doing under 3 million viewers on a weekly basis after football's over, we might see some change. But it would really take a lot. If WWE goes back up to 3.5 million viewers after football and they can maintain those numbers, I think that WWE will not be thrilled about that, but they'll deal with it. They'll keep moving forward. If USA Network's happy, that's the bottom line. And WWE will continue to go on with business as usual. It would really take the ratings continuing to drop and stay low after football season and through WrestleMania season for WWE to really shake things up, I think. Alright, this one comes from Todd Ulmer. Do you think Matt Morgan was mistreated by the WWE? I think he could have been great. The stuttering gimmick, that was really a death blow to Matt Morgan's career in WWE. That was death. When they gave him that stuttering gimmick, he had no chance. I don't know whose idea that was, but it ruined his career in WWE, no question, because you have this guy who's tall, he's intimidating looking, and then you give him a stuttering gimmick. It just made him a complete joke. I mean, it really was a career-killing gimmick to give him that stuttering bit. Yeah, I think that if Matt Morgan had been just pushed as a monster in WWE, he could have had a decent run. But yeah, once he got the stuttering gimmick, that was it for him. So WWE definitely dropped the ball with Matt Morgan. TNA, they tried at times. It felt like sometimes they were trying with Matt Morgan and sometimes they would give up on him. And he just didn't live up to his full potential, I think. But he was a guy that had a good look. And maybe if WWE took him more seriously, he could have been a bigger star in the company. Alright, this one comes from Jimmy. Do you think Apollo Crews will be the next superstar to go to the main roster? Probably not, because they want to make sure that he's ready for the big time, and he just started in NXT, and there's a lot of guys that have been in NXT for a while now that haven't been called up to the main roster, guys like Finn Balor. I think that Apollo Crews will probably be on the main roster in about a year or so, give or take. Maybe 9 months, maybe 15 months, but somewhere between 9 months and a year and a half, I think we'll see Apollo Crews on the main roster. I think it's too soon right now, especially when you have other guys that are definitely 100% ready to go. Guys like Finn Balor, guys like Samoa Joe. These are the guys. Even Baron Corbin, guys that have been around in NXT for a while. You know, those are the guys that are next in line to be put on the main roster. Alright, this one comes from pwpop.com. What one moment can say defined wrestling for you and made you a lifelong fan? There was no real one moment because I grew up on wrestling. I was watching it since I was a toddler. I've been watching it for 30 years now. But I will say the one moment from my childhood that really stood out to me was the 1990 Survivor Series. It was my birthday, November 22nd, 1990. And that pay-per-view, the whole pay-per-view, from Undertaker's debut to the Ultimate Match of Survival with Hogan and Warrior teaming up, that whole pay-per-view stands out to me as one of my favorite moments growing up as a kid watching wrestling. So yeah, I would say the 1990 Survivor Series with Undertaker's debut and Hogan and Warrior, and just the whole show I really enjoyed. I mean, it was one of my favorite pay-per-views growing up as a kid. Alright, that'll wrap it up for this edition of No DQ&A video. Thanks as always for watching. NoDQ.com has got you covered with all the latest news and rumors regarding Survivor Series. We'll have the pay-per-view coverage as we do every month for WWE pay-per-views. I will be live tweeting on my birthday. So yes, I have to work on my birthday. Like I said at the beginning, you want to send me some love and support. Just share this video with a friend. That is the best birthday present I can ask from any of you. So please spread the word about No DQ&A video, and I'll see you guys next time for more.